Hi everyone. Welcome to another one of our episodes on our wellness series. I know, long time no see. I have a couple of updates. I was in the mountains for about a month. We did a couple of live sessions from there. I got a haircut. Now I'm back home, and frankly, we actually took about 2 weeks off to figure out what's the best way for us to make sure that we're giving you quality content and for you to be engaged and take the best from these live sessions. So with that in mind, let us welcome Amanda Dorsey. Amanda is a public health undergrad student. She's also a group exercise instructor in the US. Amanda and I met when she was interning with an NGO in Dehradun that works with adults and children with developmental disabilities, and her work scholarly, it's extensively on disability and public health, but she's also fantastic when it comes to group exercise, aerobics. I've actually been to a couple of her sessions and it is super fun. So stay tuned for them. We will be doing it a little bit later. But for those of you who are new over here, let me just introduce you to Fuchsia. Fuchsia is a women's networking community, and we are a talent showcase platform. We started off as a writing club, and as of now, we have about 150K members on our platform, sharing their creative expression, learning, focusing on their wellness, getting hired, building their resumes, and finding happiness all over. With that in mind, let us now jump into today's session. And Amanda, I know we're both very excited. By the way, it's 6:30 in the morning where Amanda is. She's in Arizona at the moment. And she woke up early for us just so that we could, do this session and she could be here with us all. So please say hi, Amanda. You have so many hellos over here. We have Shilpi, Nidhili, Shusti. There's Manmi, there's Shrishti, there's Sarita, there's Mehbooba. Oh, thank you. It's so lovely to see you guys over here. Do drop your comments, questions. If you do want to join us for a quick workout session, I would suggest wear your shoes, wear comfy clothes because we will be doing it at the end. All right, Amanda, much welcome, and let's get
Oh,
started.
thank you so much, Anjali. I'm really happy to be here today, and it's been really great learning about the platform and just seeing how many wonderful people are here today. So thank you.
You're most welcome. We're so happy to have you. All right, now getting started with our first question, which is on stress and workout. Amanda, we did talk a lot about how stress and workout are related, and there are some workout activities specifically for bursting stress. So could you tell us a little bit more about this?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a really strong correlation between stress and working out, especially if it's something that you can just integrate regularly in your daily life. So exercise has all of these benefits of just boosting your mood, providing endorphins, strengthening your bones, and giving you a further range of motion so you can do more activities in life. And so all of this is really, really great for being able to decrease your stress. And so whatever way that you're able to just keep your body moving throughout the day is going to help you in the long run in terms of managing your stress. In terms of specific exercises, I think that one theme that we're probably going to talk a lot about today is just kind of knowing your body and knowing what works best for your body, because everybody's going to be a little bit different here. But in general, if there's a way where you can just add a little bit of variety in terms of maybe one day what you really need is to just go on a walk, jog, or run, and just be able to get that heart rate up, get control over your heart rate is really important. And that will ultimately make you feel better at the end as you're able to get that blood flowing to your muscles in your brain. But also sometimes meditation is a totally different form, yoga, totally different form of exercise. And maybe what you just need is just to slow down. And so this takes practice. This isn't something that you might just know about your body on day one. But just kind of exploring what your body needs at that time to feel at its most optimal and to feel less stressed.
Oh, absolutely. We have Shilpi here who's saying mental and physical well-being go well together. She's asking, they go hand in hand, what percent of this is correct? Amanda, what do you say to this?
Absolutely. Man, if I had to put a number on it, I don't know, but I can just speak anecdotally. I know that as someone who's a student right now, a lot of times we'll enter midterms week or finals week, and people will be studying all the time. But if you do that, what would actually happen is you just get burnt out. You get burnt out, your mind is just fatigued, you might not be sleeping well. If you can just integrate a little bit of exercise in your day, then your mental fitness is going to go up. You're going to be able to sleep better at the end of the day. You're going to feel happier. You're going to feel like you had a little bit of time to relax, and just, like I said before, like get those endorphins up and stuff. And so definitely a
Yeah.
very strong correlation there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for this. And do I need to work out every day? Or, I've heard people say sometimes a few days in a week is good. What would your advice be?
Yeah, I think that like every day can definitely be a lot, because if you're working out every single day really hard, going to the gym, going on a run, running a marathon, like your body also isn't going to have time to rest. And so, again, talking a little bit about that individuality here and knowing your body, like there are definitely going to be days that you're going to just need to take a break. And it's going to be probably at least 1, 2, 3 times a week, just because you also need your body time to recover from those workouts. Ultimately, that's going to improve the quality of your workouts in the long run. So your body needs that time to like rebuild that muscle and such.
Yeah.
And whoops, sorry, it's telling me I need to plug my computer in. But yeah, also, so definitely don't feel the pressure to work out every single day of the week. I think that is almost at the point of like being unrealistic, and then that's how, sometimes like you can feel bad about yourself for not being able to meet these goals that might not be realistic for a lot of people. Like we're also
Yeah.
human beings that have other facets of our life. Like you could have a family to have to attend to sometimes, or a job, and there's just going to be some days that you can't work out, and that's fine, and that's never something that you should be too hard on yourself about.
Okay, absolutely. That's a huge relief because one does feel very guilty, when they miss a day. And I think we just need to also listen to our bodies. As you're just saying, we have Muskan over here who says hello to you. We have Sakib who says this is a brilliant conversation. Thank you so much. Please stay tuned for this, for the end of it. And moving on to our next question now: is working out in the morning better, or is the evening better? In terms of time, what do you think? What
Mhm.
works best?
I mean, there's definitely some research that suggests the benefits of working out in the morning. Like, if you're working out in the morning, then this could just be a really great start to your day and can improve your productivity in the long run. Um, getting those endorphins in the morning can just help you out throughout the day, and just like getting your metabolism as well
Mhm.
activated. But again, like if morning workouts don't work for you, which they don't work out for everyone, then you that doesn't make the evening workout ineffective, or it doesn't mean that you shouldn't work out in the evening, because sometimes you might wake up, and as soon as you wake up you have to cook breakfast, or you might have to send your kids off to school, or you might have to go to a class. And for some people, just working out in the morning like doesn't work for them, and that's fine. If you work out in the evening, like you'll still be able to get some benefits, really great benefits of working out, still being able to help you sleep better at night and such. And so, or even lunchtime workouts are sometimes work for people as well. And so, yeah, don't be like too hard on your schedule. If you're like, well, I didn't get my workout at 6 a.m., then the whole day is a bust. No, it shouldn't be like that. Um, so yeah, definitely like knowing what works best for your schedule. You don't want to try and like force it in. Definitely want to work it when it's best for you.
Yeah, I completely agree. I am on team morning workout. Otherwise, I love working out in the morning because makes me feel like my body is waking up. And for me, it has become a part of my routine now. But if I don't get any exercise in the morning, then I make sure at least, maybe I go for a walk in the evening, or I just do something fun. So I feel
Absolutely.
it's again, whatever works best for you. We have Muskan over here who's asking what type of exercise is best for mental health. And Muskan, coincidentally, we actually had this as our next question. There are some exercises specifically for stress relief. Amanda, could you please tell us about them?
Yeah. So in terms of like what exercise is best for mental health, I think that uh overall, just I know it would be really great to say running a mile is going to be absolute best for your mental health, and it's going to be cure to everything, and it's much more complex than that. Um, I Integrating variety into your weekly workouts is really important, and so if like you find that running is the best way that you relieve stress, or feel happiest at the end, then definitely integrate a 10-minute warm up and then a long run the next day in your workout. But also, it's really important to get some strength training in there as well. So if running seems best for you, that's great, like integrate that, but also make sure to work on your core as well, or add some upper body strength workouts or lower body strength workouts. Add a Pilates class in there, a bar class, a group exercise class. Some people respond really well to that camaraderie in a group exercise class, and other people don't like that. They'd rather work out on their own. And so, yeah, it's really hard to provide like a blanket statement answer for like what is best for mental health. But I think that like just like trying out different things and really seeing what makes you feel best at the end is going to be really important. I know that like some people love working out at like a gym setting, but other people don't like that at all. And so that also adds this other like factor of like what makes you feel most comfortable and most confident when you're working out. I think it's also really important for mental health. Um, yeah, like at the end, like what makes you the most proud, I think is going to be really important for like what is best for your mental health.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm somebody who becomes so anxious at the gym, so I've actually stopped going. And for me, it's always much, much better to just, do it in the open, as close to nature, maybe do some yoga, put in some movement in there, maybe dance it out.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that just works great for my mental health. And Muskan, if that
absolutely.
works for you, why not? It is about exercise and physical movement is so much about finding joy. So wherever
Yeah.
you find it, go with your gut and do it. Make sure to warm up and cool down. We'll talk about it, but otherwise just just go with your gut. And speaking of warm ups and cool downs, Amanda, why are these important? And for how long should one do warm ups and cool
Yeah.
downs?
Great question. Definitely important. So, really, the whole benefit of warming up is when you warm up and you start getting that heart rate elevated a little bit, what you're really doing is you're circulating the blood throughout your body to get to your muscles. You know, blood contains essential oxygen that your muscles need in order to function when you're working out, and they need to be functioning at their optimal level. And so, if you just start sprinting right away, then your muscles are going to be cold. Your muscles are going to be not have the appropriate resources that it needs to be able to work, and you could injure yourself. And so, really, just like taking the time, a good 10-minute warm up is a really great 15 minutes even. Just to make sure that your body is ready to go. And again, this is going to vary a little bit from person to person, depending on your experience, just like everybody's individual needs. And so really just taking the time to say like my body is ready to start after a good long warm up. And then cool down also has benefits as well. So what you're doing when you're stretching during the cool down and getting that heart rate down, what you're doing is basically like getting all of this lactic acid that you build up during your workout out of your muscles, which will prevent soreness later. So if you ever do like a hard workout one day and wake up in the next morning and you're like, I feel horrible, like my muscles just hurt, maybe this means that for you next time it's really important to do a bit of a longer stretching cool down after you're done, just to be able to prevent that soreness a little bit. So both of them are really important for preventing injuries and just making the most of your workout.
Yeah, that's a very good tip because I was the kind of person who used to do a lot of heavy workout, and then the next day I would be like, oh, this hurts, that hurts.
Yeah,
I hate workout. And then you cannot be consistent, right? Because if you
absolutely.
had this experience in the first go, you're going to be like, oh, I don't think workout is for me. So warm up, cool down is very, very important. And we will be doing some of these exercises in at the end of this live session. So do stay tuned, everybody. You'll also see me become a little funny. I dance funny, so do
Me
stay
too. We'll
tuned
do
for
it
that.
together.
And we do it together. All right. Now we have spoken a lot about movement, but Amanda, what about rest? How often, should we rest, and how do we figure out, when our body needs rest?
hmm I mean, I don't think that we can talk about rest without talking about sleep and the importance of sleep. And so, I mean, at the end of every day, so important to get, those 8, 9 hours that you may need, just to like make yourself feel well rested the next morning is just so important. There's cognitive benefits to this, physical health benefits, and also just like also a really good correlation between quality of sleep and working out. And so really just like allocating that time during your day to just take that time let your muscles recover overnight. It's really important. So I would definitely say like sleep, very important on the rest note. Also in addition to that, like I mean, we had talked about a little bit earlier the importance of not needing to work out every day, and so definitely taking that like 2, 3 days, even 4 days that you need in a week to recover. And like on these rest days, it doesn't mean that you have to sit on the couch all 24 hours because that's your rest day. It's not exactly like that. Like if during those rest days you take the opportunity to go on a walk or to play a sports game with your family, something that's just like a little bit more fun, but still just a little bit more of an active rest of just like incorporating like healthy movement within your day, even doing things like cleaning the house. Like you don't think about that as like active rest or like a little bit of a workout, but like those that stuff counts too, is like getting your body moving. And so yeah, definitely like give yourself grace. If you're not feeling well one day, if you're feeling a little under the weather or if you're just feeling like totally burnt out, then from working out, or like you definitely have reason to be kind to yourself in those kind of moments and say like this my body needs to not do a very strenuous workout this day. But just I wouldn't advise just like sitting on the couch for those 24 hours. Just making it an active healthy lifestyle overall is important.
No, definitely. And I think you spoke about sleep, and since we are on the topic, sleep is so important, even in processing trauma, right? So, for
Yeah.
example, if someone's had a bad breakup or if they're going through something difficult in their lives, people sleep more often. People often say you feel low on energy because sleep is also when your body repairs. It's also when your body processes a
Yeah.
lot of the trauma. So it's very, very important. Please do take your sleep seriously. I know we are a generation and we live in a time where everything is active 24 hours. Where Amanda is, it's morning, it's night where I am. So, you can, if you want, you can stay awake for 24 hours, but please do not do so. Sleep, get rest. You deserve it. It's really important. And Amanda,
Yeah.
now moving on to our final question, which is about how do you make workout fun? Because I don't want to just do this, okay? I want to have fun with it. How do I do that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that this is like the most important question at being able to make your workout routine sustainable. Because ultimately, if you're not having fun, then you're not going to continue because you're not having fun. And so, just some like tips and what I've found, and again, this will vary from person to person, but just what I think of being able to like make your workout fun is to just add variety within your workouts and also across your workouts. I went through this period of my life where I was just running all the time, and it got to the point where I was just like, I'm not mentally engaged in this anymore because I feel like I'm doing the same thing every day, every week. And so what I started doing was really started getting a part of group exercise, where I would take different classes every day. So one day I would take a Zumba class, one day I would take a strength training class, one day I would take a bar class, a yoga class, and that really kept me mentally engaged because it was something different every day. And I just really like new stimulus, new ways to challenge my body, new ways to explore. And that's really important. And then also within your workout, just like you can alter the intervals at which you're doing things. And so one day you might be feeling like you can sustain certain exercises for a minute, 2 minutes before you switch to the next one. But if one day I'm just like really having a hard day mentally, like I'm just feeling a little bit disincentivized, then I might make my interval shorter, like 30 seconds before I switch to the new thing, just to keep myself always thinking about something new. Because exercise really is a mental challenge, just as much as it is a physical challenge. I also think that setting like little rewards for yourself to be able to track progress is also makes it fun in the long run. Because if you can say like, wow, I was using 5-pound dumbbells for this one exercise this one day, but then the next week I can see myself using 8, then like being able to see this, I mean, that's a really big jump in a week. Probably not like that, but just being able to see those like little sources of progress, I feel like really keeps yourself engaged in your workouts. And say like, wow, like I did this. Like that's a moment of pride. That's a moment of confidence. Um, and so yeah, definitely like adding in those short term goals as well, I think is really helpful.
Yeah, and it's really useful that you mentioned, you take different things on different days of the week, because I used to get bored as well. But it's so
Mhm.
important to bring in diversity, to bring in fun and excitement and new stimulus into your workout regime, because that is the key to consistency. And whenever you lose out, you feel like you haven't been able to do it and you're not able to maintain it. Start again. I
Yeah,
mean, who's to blame you? You just get
yeah,
up and start again and just have fun.
absolutely.
And on that note, Amanda, I think you had something for us.
Yes.
Yeah. Do
So,
you, do you want us to get started?
yeah, so I Anjali and I planned a warm up and a cool down exercise, just to get our bodies moving, but also just to give you a little bit of an example of just yeah, some good things to do. So yeah, Anjali's gonna play some music. Good music also a key to engaging workouts for sure.
It's called Dynamite by BTS. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. That's ironical. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Wonderful.
Okay, yes, Shilpi, we are very excited. I'm also very nervous. Please don't judge me. I'm very funny, okay? So,
Um,
Amanda,
I am gonna So just a note on this, I'm going to be doing a lot of visual cueing just because I'm having a little bit of audio issues once I take my headphones out. And so you probably won't hear me speaking a lot, but this is okay because this is something that happens in group exercise a lot. You'll just be able to watch and very simple movements, so you'll be able to follow along. So I'm going to move my laptop back a little bit so we have some room to watch, and then we can get started.
you should also just get up and do a sound test. Are you able to listen to this? Okay. All right then. Anjali's gonna get up, and I think I have enough space. Okay, everybody, on your feet. Wherever, if you're sitting, I mean, if not, if you're in a public setting and you're crossing the road, but just like if you are at home, get up, wear comfy clothes, and Amanda, I will start the music on your cue. Okay, all right. Okay. No, this is. Yep. So this is a lot of work. Thank you, Sarita. I see your comment. Next song. This is the warm up bit of it, right? Super Blue. On your cue, Amanda. One, two, three, go. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble getting visual cues. Yeah. Okay. Okay, got it now. Yeah. This is very soothing. Alright, I'm not sure. But there's more. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, that was super fun. I can't believe how much I sweat. All right, Amanda, you muted. Okay. Say something.
Can you hear me? I'm a little frozen.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
yes, we can hear you. Thank you so much.
I'm
This is
sweating a
super
little bit
fun.
too. So yeah, that was some good moves that you can use to warm up, but then also just some stretches that you can use to cool down. So sorry I had some like microphone problems. I wasn't able to like scream them out, but hopefully you were able to follow some visual cues. But yeah, so thanks so much for participating and following along.
Thank you, everybody. Nidhi, yes, I know it was it was super fun, Amanda. I have trouble deciphering visual cues because also on StreamYard,
Got it.
what happens is StreamYard has a mirrored camera, right? So if I raise my
Yeah.
right hand, it shows my left one. So
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
so confused throughout. But I
No.
had so much fun. I had a blast. I know what you mean by having fun during a workout. And folks, these are just few of the steps that you can use to, just like stretch and everything. Give your body, I know I say I look funny, but, I've actually accepted that part of me, which just because everybody looks funny when they're doing movement, right? Accept that weird part of yourself as well, because it is so important for us to just get out there, focus on our bodies, make workout fun, because it's just essential. I think all it's so good for your stress busting, it's good for anxiety, and most importantly, when I'm working out, I think I had a grin throughout, Amanda, mostly because I'm in the moment when I do workouts. So I know when people talk about meditation, you're told to actually be in the moment. But when you do something like this, when you do physical exercise, you have no other option but to be in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So do keep on, continuing this. We'll also have Amanda for more sessions on Fuchsia Wellness. Soon enough, you'll also be able to take direct consultations with her. So whenever that is ready, I will let you know. But for now, this is it. I'm gonna go have some water and cool down a little more. Thank you so much, everybody. You have been a super audience. You have been so receptive, kind, and so proactive. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amanda, for being with us here today. You're awesome. I am in awe of you every day. Thank you for doing what you do. And we really hope we'll get to see you again sometime very, very soon. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Anjali. Thank you, everybody, so much.
Okay, we'll play this now. Bye.
Bye.